Welcome to Sweet Louie's channel, aka Sweets, that's me, and we're biggity back with another video.
Welcome to my story time. Welcome to my story time. Here we go. Here we go. It's story time. Here we go. It's story time. It's story time. Here we go.
These are kind of like my childhood stories, just about me and what I was like as a child. So the first story that I have is actually like a really funny story, and it's honestly probably the funniest one. Actually, all of these on here are funny to me. The first one is basically when I was in like 5th grade. You know how like when you're in elementary school and you go to school, you get yourself up, you get dressed, and you go to school. Well, in my household, my mom always picked my clothes out. She always told me what I was going to wear, and she didn't necessarily get up with me in the morning, but the night before she would definitely like put my clothes out, do my hair, everything like that. So this particular day, this particular day, I don't know what got into me, but the thing about it is she didn't set out my clothes, and she didn't do my hair the night before, and she didn't get up with me. So in my head, I'm like, oh girl, this is my time. Yeah, this is my time to be popping, girl. I can do it. 5th grade, I can do it. Okay, and I remember I was in 5th grade. I remember. I can do it. So what I did was I put my favorite 2 things together. So first thing was I had this denim skirt. Now it wasn't like a short skirt, it wasn't like a mini skirt or anything like that. It went to my knees. Thing about it though is that it was fitting. Okay, it was very fitting, and like the only time my mom would really let me wear this shirt is if I had like a long, like a, not like a long shirt, but like a flowy shirt over it. So I put that skirt on, and then like I put my favorite like shirt on, which I remember it wasn't long, it wasn't flowy, it was like a baby doll shirt, which means it was like tight up here in this area, and then like there was this little band, and then it was like it wasn't flowy, it wasn't tight, but it wasn't like flowy like it should have been, but it was just whatever. So then that's what I wore, 5th grade, whatever. And then for my hair, which was, to me, what I did was is I parted my hair with my finger. Okay, first and foremost, parted my hair with my finger, and then proceeded to grab 2 different color rubber bands and put my hair in 2 big old pigtails. 2 big old pigtails. And didn't comb it, didn't brush it, just like it was good. I thought it was cute or whatever. And let me tell y'all something. I was sitting down, I was talking, like when I was in 5th grade, not so much now, well, not so much like after this, like middle school, like I stopped being like social, but like 5th grade, I was a social butterfly. I was talking to everybody, girl. I was, hey, how you doing? Oh, did you get that? Oh, we did this. Oh, what did we do? Like, we did that. We did this. Blase, blase. So, out of nowhere, and I mean nowhere, Sarah, your mom's here to come get you. And I'm like, I'm cool. Like, I don't want, like, I'm good. Like, I'm not, I don't want to go home. Like, I'm fine. Like, because I knew I was in trouble, because at the end of the day, like, I should have got my mom up, but I wanted to be cute, okay? I wanted to be free, okay? So I got sent to the office, and then my mom came in to come get me. And when she looked at what I had on and what I looked like, she was so, she was like, what do you have on? Like, to me, like, it wasn't that bad. Like, but she was like, what are you wearing? What did you do to your hair? Did you even comb it? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I thought it was cute. You know, when you're a little kid, I thought it was cute. Like, why not? Like, why wouldn't it have been cute? Like, it was cute to me. But she was like, no, absolutely not. So she took me all the way home. And you think, like, in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you know, she picked me up. Like, she's taking me home. Like, at least I get to stay home, right? Like, at least I get to stay home, right? No, well, I don't get to stay home. I get to go back to school after she proceeds to change all my clothes. Didn't leave nothing on. Changed all my clothes, comb my hair, and send me back to school. And, like, it was kind of embarrassing because everybody was like, man, what happened to your outfit, bro? Like, what happened? And I was like, man, shut up. I don't want to talk about it. Like, whatever. So that was an embarrassing time. And then there was another time where this happened in first grade. I know for sure because Miss Browning was my teacher. It happened in first grade. And, like, you know how when you're a kid, like, you get those little kid hairstyles, right? So my hair was like braided. It was all braided and it was all cute. It was all cute. And and there was this, I was, you know, when you a kid, you just bored. Like, you are literally just bored. Like, especially, like, Miss Browning, like, she was such a mean teacher. But she was so nice to the parents. And what I did was I took a pair of scissors. I took a pair of scissors. Yes, sis, you know exactly where this is going, bro. Like, you know exactly where this is going. So, I took a pair of scissors and went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom inside the classroom, and I took, it wasn't even the braid that was in my face. Like, it was just, it was all the way, like, right here. I was, like, right here. And I just cut it. Boom. Don't know what I was thinking, but I just cut it. Like, what? Like, it's my hair. I'm gonna cut it. I was bored, honestly. I was bored. It was first grade. Like, wasn't nothing going on. Like, kids was getting on my nerves. Like, whatever have you. I just did it. So, for some reason, I just thought I was going to walk out the classroom and everything was just going to be alright. And everything was just going to be fine. Was I mistaken? So, Miss Browning didn't say nothing to me. I said, sir? Sleep? Sir? So then, what, did you cut your hair? And me being in the first grade, no. What? Like, you did, and she sees it, and she asks you, and you say no. Girl, get it together. I got it together, but at the time, I didn't have it. But, so, then, I'm thinking the day gonna go about it. I'm not even thinking about what's gonna happen when I get home. Like, when I get on the bus to go home. Little did I know, Miss Browning had called my mom, and my mom was on my way up there to come pick me up. Like, they would literally call your mom for no reason, come up there to pick you up for no reason. Like, call me, not call me, but call my mom. Mom came up to get me. She seen me, and she was heated. I mean, she was mad. And long story short, I got talked to, okay, while we was in the car on the way to my house. And then once I got to my house, I got my butt whooped. And that's the end of that story. And then, oh my gosh, so over the years, like, while this piece of hair is trying to go, it took forever for this piece to grow out of my hair that I cut. I was like in fourth grade. I was still in like 4th or 5th grade, and this piece was trying to catch up to the rest of my hair. Like, crazy. So, the next story I have, which Y'all, when y'all hear this story, y'all gonna be like, okay, sis, like you had it out for somebody. Like I don't know who you had it out for, but you had it out for somebody. So, rewind. Back to seventh grade. Not seventh grade. I was 7 years old, in second grade. And the way things happened, my dad didn't get off work probably until like 3 or 4 ish. My mom didn't get off work until like 5 or 6 ish. I would get out of school at like 2 o'clock, and then my brothers would get out of school at like, I want to say 4 o'clock. Either way, excuse me, I'm sorry. Either way, my brothers and my dad got home usually at the same time. So there was a point in time, probably like an hour or so, where I would be in the house by myself, you know, and it was easy. Like we had like a little 4-digit code. Mom be like, don't you give this code to nobody else. And I really wouldn't, because I really didn't want nobody to come in up in the house. Like I was like, no, can't nobody come up in here at all. So I never gave it out. But, yeah, so there was a period in time where I was actually at home by myself for like an hour and a half, something like that. Unless my brothers had football practice. And when they have football practice, sometimes they wouldn't get home till like 6 or 7 around the time my mom get home. So then I would be home for a while, and then my dad had his own thing going on. So he wouldn't be there. So, I would be home by myself. And when I was home by myself, this was the time and period again where I cut my hair because I was bored. So I would be bored. Okay, I'd be bored. There's nothing to do. There's nothing on TV. I didn't eat all the snacks that I could possibly fit in my little stomach. I didn't drink all the water. I didn't do a lick of homework. Didn't do none of it. Didn't do a little bit of it. But yeah, still I was bored. So this day I had came home. My brothers had football practice. I already knew that. My mom would always tell me to call her when I got home. We had a house phone. Okay, so you know what kind of time period it was. We had a house phone. Okay, so I called my mom on the house phone, let her know I was at home. All right, she'd be like, okay, don't talk to anybody. Don't let anybody in. Y'all know how Black parents are. If they don't got a key, don't let them in, period. So, okay. So I'm sitting there, I don't watch TV, like I'm bored, I don't know, whatever. So I get to thinking. I'm like, I'm gonna call somebody. Who am I gonna call? And I didn't really know anybody's number by heart. But I was like, I'm gonna call somebody, like, who am I gonna call? So I think of a number, and it's a number that I feel like, oh, like it's probably like nice, like they'll probably like want to talk to me. No, sis, no, little girl, no, they do not want to talk to you on the phone. They do not want to talk to you on the phone. So, and I was a little fat kid. Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought of something. Anyway, I thought about everything. Hold on, y'all. I'm losing my train of thought. Wait. Oh yeah. So basically, I ended up thinking of a number. What number do you think? Leave it in the comments. What number do you think a 7-year-old second grader knows by heart other than their mom's work number? I'll wait. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. Put it in your comments. It's fine. It's so fine. I'll wait. Okay. Whoever said 911, you are completely correct. Okay. So in my head, I'm like, okay. So I know I'm just gonna prank call 911. Whatever. Like, let's go prank call 911. Not knowing anything. Like, it's whatever. So I'm thinking, like, if I just call I just and hang up, everything will be fine. I'll get it out. I'll get it out of my system. Everything will be okay. So, pick up the phone. Call 911. I heard the lady say, "This is 911. This is 911. This is 911. What's your emergency?" And then I hang up the phone. So you know 911 has the ability to call you back, or they had the ability to call you back. So they called back. And I answered the phone. Hello? Sam, what? It's the phone. Hello? Hello? And they're like, did you hang up? Like, did you mean to call? Is there something wrong? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh no, I'm just at home. I'm just at home bored, you know. I didn't have anything else to do, but I'm okay. And they're like, how old are you? And once they asked me how old I was, for some reason, I hung up the phone. So I thought it was over, because after that, they didn't call back. So I go back to chilling. I done got it out of my system. I'm fine now. I feel fine. Like, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Woo. Back to watching TV. Out of nowhere, I hear a scares the shit out of me, bro. I'm like, what's going on? So I know better. I'm not letting anybody in the house, like, whatever. So if they're knocking, like, they don't have a key, so can't let them in, like, type stuff. So I look out and I see the police car, and I'm like, oh, how did they find me? That was the funniest part. I was like, how the hell did I didn't give them an address. Like, and of course I knew my address, but I'm like, how did they find me? And I was like, oh my God. So, what did I do? I didn't talk to the police officer or nothing. I called my mom. Called my mom's work number. I said, Mom, I said, the police is here and he's knocking on the door. And I don't know what to do. She's like, what? Like, what? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Are they trying to bust down the door? No, he's not trying to bust down the door. He's just knocking on it. So she's like, okay, well, don't let him in. I'm on my way home. Like, because at the time, she didn't know I called 911 at the time. So I'm like, okay. Pick up the phone. I was like, I missed some deep shit. Okay? Okay, so then I'm just like, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Like, wait. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? So in about 15-ish minutes, my mom comes home and she sees the police officer, because the police officer didn't leave. He stayed. Sees the police officer, and my mom is like, yeah, officer, like, what's going on? Like, blah, 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 blah. He was like, your daughter called 911. I'm trying to just make sure everything is okay. Why is she at home by herself? Again, because I'm 7 years old. I shouldn't be home by myself, but I was. And I don't know. I was too young to really even know what kind of conversation they had about that. I don't know. All I remember is, like, him asking me blatantly why I called 911. And my mom asking me blatantly why I called 911. You know what I said? I said, I was trying to call your number. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you what my mom's work phone number is, but 9 and 1 and 1, nowhere in that phone number. It did not contain a 9 or a 1 or a 1. Okay, it did not contain any of that. Like, but in my head, I was like, so if I just say, like, if I just say it did, then it did. But it didn't. That's not what happened, and I'm pretty sure they knew. Mom was so mad at me. I remember that. Like, it was nothing. Because at that point, like, I couldn't stay home by myself anymore, basically. So, yeah. So at that point, I didn't stay home by myself anymore. Mom was so mad. Like, we had a family computer that we had. Mom was so mad she didn't even give me a whooping. That's how you know. Like, she didn't even give me a whooping. She literally just told me to sit in my room and close the door. And don't come out. Period. So, I didn't come out. I don't think I came out for the rest of the day. I just was in my room. And yeah, all I remember for real is that I heard her playing the Centipede game. And that's what she was, I know she was on the computer playing the Centipede game. But yeah, I just stayed in my room. And then from that day on, like, I had a babysitter, so I would go next door to Miss Deborah's house and she would babysit me. So yeah, there's that story. Okay, so fast forward. We're fast forwarding. So this is like 6th grade, right? This is like 6th grade. At this point, you know, there's a lot going on in the household, which, you know, I don't really know if I'm gonna talk about on this channel, but I'm in 6th grade and, you know, living at the house with mom. And you know, of course I had neighborhood friends. Like, we lived in a very family friendly neighborhood. Everybody was nice. Everybody was cool all the time. I probably had like, I want to say 3 friends that lived on the street. I'm just going to call them A. Actually, I only had 2 friends. I had A, and they were both older than me. Like, when I hung, I didn't really hang with people my age. I hung with A, that her dad and my dad were cool, and then I hung out with V, and her mom and my mom were cool. So and that's pretty much how it was, like, back then. Like, in order for you to really be friends with your friends, like, the parents all had to know each other in some way, some fashion, you know, which was easy because we all lived in the same neighborhood. We all rode the bus together, you know, whatever, what have you. So this one time, like, I would always go over to V's house. I've only been over to A's house, like, a couple times, but she was so much older than me. And, I really think she was older than V too, but maybe V and A were in the same grade. I don't know. All I know is I was in 6th grade at the time, and I believe V was in 8th grade at the time. And, like, I would always go over to her house, like, you know, and she was really funny. And, so it was me and V. And V also has a younger cousin. We're going to call her D. Okay, D was like, she was like my best friend, like, for real at that time. Like, V, she was cool. Like, D wasn't always around because her and her mom were like back and forth between like houses and things like that. So D wasn't around all the time, like, in the neighborhood, but V was always there because her mom lived there. So anyway, one day I wanted to spend the night over V's house because D was, you know, there, and I was there, and we was, you know, everybody was cool, you know, and I had wanted to go over there. So it was a Saturday night. I know this because the next morning we had to get up and go to church. So mom really didn't want me to spend the night over V's house, but she was like, okay, as long as you come back in the morning in time for church, you can spend the night over V's house. Okay, mom, cool. Okay, mom, cool. So I go over V's house, and we're just chilling, we're talking, and D gets there. We're just chilling and talking or whatever. We used to talk about, I don't even know what we used to talk about. Girl, I just felt so young back then. I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know if I was probably talking about Chris Brown. I don't know, because back then, like, Chris Brown had just came out with, like, yeah, tell me fellas, have you seen? It was about 5 minutes ago. No copyright, I'm not gonna sing it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, he had just came out, and it was real cute. I think that might have been when Off the Wall might have came out too, like, that album. The exclusive album, you know, where he's on the front, he got the red shirt and the tie with the jacket behind his back with the hat on, like he's the Michael Jackson prodigy, okay, like, just looking scrumptious on the front. I loved Chris back in the day. Don't know how I feel about him now. Probably definitely not the same, but, you know, back then, like, he was cool. So that's probably what we was talking about. And then, like, out of nowhere, I don't know if maybe V felt uncomfortable or, like, if she just really didn't want to be there, but she decided to actually leave and go to her other friend's house. So it was just me and D at the house, at her house. So, I mean, I didn't really feel no type of way. It's not like she let me there by herself. Like, me and D were in the same age range. I mean, we're in the same age range. We're the same age, okay? We're in the same grade. And, like, she's cool. Like, we're probably, I don't know, talking about the boys or whatever in class or something. I don't know. Just, you know, whatever. And then Dee's mom comes. And Dee's mom was there to actually pick D up. So I was like, okay, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, I can't go home. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't just show up at my door at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not walking, first of all, by myself 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I don't want to stay here because nobody's going to be here except for V's mom. And I just wasn't feeling that, you know what I mean? So I feel like I look so orange. Y'all forgive me if I look orange. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think it was the color combo today. Maybe I color corrected too much. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So me and so I decided, I'm like, listen. And there was no phones. Like, nobody had phones back in the day. When, well, my brothers did, my 2 older brothers did, but I didn't have a phone, so it's not like I could text somebody and be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go to V's house. Also, so what basically ended up happening is that I left V's house to go with D and her mom to her house, and it was cool. Like, they literally lived up the street. It's not like they lived in a different, like, area code. They literally lived, like, walking distance away from my house. But again, like, I couldn't walk. So, ooh, girl. So, basically, I ended up going. And, it's funny because the mom, like, V's mom was like, oh, and I'm calling them V, D, and A because I haven't talked to them since, like, I haven't talked to them since I left and went to Westfield, so I don't know if they want me to use their names in my videos, so I'm just not going to. So basically what ended up happening is that I ended up going to Dee's house. We didn't do anything. I think we had, like, we ate like noodles, and, like, we sat and watched what's that show? Was it The Apollo? It's something that was on TV. I can remember. It was like a talent. It was like a talent show. I'm thinking it was the Apollo show that we were watching, but I'm not sure. But it was something like that. And we were up all night. And I told Dee's mom, I said, I have to be back in the morning because I have to go to church. If I don't go to church, everybody's going to be upset. Everybody's going to be mad. She's like, okay, yeah, no, we'll make sure you're back. We'll make sure you're back. And we go to sleep on the couch. It was fun. Like, it was like just a little sleepover thing or whatever. And then when I got up, I was like, okay, I have to hurry up. Like, we have to hurry up and we gotta go. We gotta go. And by this time, I don't know what time it was. All I remember was Mom, when we got there, I believe Mom was already at V's house. And she was livid because she didn't know where I was. And granted, like, I think there was some kind of tension between, some type of tension between V's mom and D's mom. And the only reason why it was really cool is so, you know, they would have each other. V and D would have each other. So, I don't really know. But yeah, Mom was there. She was already mad. She was like, why would you leave? You knew, like, you were supposed to be here. And I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't want to stay here. If he wasn't here, D was leaving, I wanted to leave too. So, yeah, after that, then, like, I kind of stopped, we kind of stopped being, like, close after that. Because I believe after that, D ended up leaving, and, you know, I don't know, we all just kind of separated at that point, so it's fine. And then I ended up leaving to go to Westfield, so it was cool. So yeah, there's that one, and then this is going to be the last one, and it's about my brothers. It's about my brothers. So I have two older brothers. One is 8 years older than me, and then the other one I believe is like 5 years older than me. So they were like, by the time I wasn't even old enough to comprehend what was going on, they were like in high school. Like, or the middle one was probably in middle school, and then like my older brother was in high school. So he wasn't really like, I was just little sis, like whatever. So one day, like nobody was home, but nobody was home. I don't remember like that. My dad wasn't home at that time, and I think mom was working late or something like that. So they were like watching me, and we were all just kind of like chilling or whatever. So I think it was a Saturday. I don't know why I want to think it's a Saturday. It was a Saturday. The only reason why is because like we were all supposed to be cleaning. Me and my brothers had to clean what they had to clean. The only thing I really had to do was clean my room. No, yeah. I hate cleaning. I've hated cleaning ever since I was little. My room used to be atrocious. I hated cleaning. It wouldn't matter. Like, you could tell me to clean my room and sit me in my room all day, and I would rather sit and play with everything on the floor than pick it up and put it away. Okay, like, I hated cleaning. And it's not that I hated it, I just got so sidetracked. I was just so fascinated by the stuff that I had that I would just sit and look at it and be like, this is cute. I'm gonna play with it. And I used to just play with it, like, and by the time nighttime came, it's time to go to bed. So I don't have to clean now. So basically, what ended up happening is this particular time, and I don't remember how old I was. I want to say I was like 8. I want to say I was like 8, maybe 9. So I want to say maybe 3rd or 4th grade. I'm cleaning my room. Well, I'm not cleaning. I'm just playing in my room, like playing jump rope. I would be jump roping in my room. Like, I would be like rereading books. Like, I'm supposed to be cleaning, of course. But I guess like it was just me and my brother. So my brothers, like, I guess they might have heard me. I don't know. I've never talked to them about it. But they like bust in my room. They like bust in my room to see what I was doing, and they saw me jumping rope, and they would be taking pictures, like literally taking pictures with the old ones, you know, the ones that you wind up. You got to go get them developed. Like, they would be taking pictures of what I was doing, and it would just make me so mad because I'm like, stop taking pictures. We all know I'm not here cleaning. We don't need photographic evidence. So like, every time they would do it, I would like chase them out of my room. Like, I would chase them, and of course, like, I'm only like 8, so they're faster than me, but I would like chase them and be like, leave me alone, like, whatever. So the last time they did, and they would just keep doing it over and over again. The last time they ended up doing it, they would always play pranks on me all the time. Well, the last time I flipped them the middle finger. Like, I was so mad. Like, like, I didn't really mean to do it, but basically, like, I just flipped the little finger, and like, instead of like because that's how mad I was. Instead of them being mad, instead of them even laughing, you know what they did? Oh, I'm telling. Set up. I was set up. I was set up. I was set up. I was set up, man. I was set up. So I was like, no. I was just mad. Like, no, don't tell. I'm telling. That's them. I'm telling. I'm like, no, please don't tell. Like, I'm sorry. Like, don't tell. Nope, I'm telling. To this day, I don't know if they actually told, but from that day on, anytime I did anything, they'd be like, I'm going to tell Mom you flipped the bird. Actually, maybe they didn't tell her. I think I convinced them not to tell her. And they didn't. They ended up telling her. Or they plotted on me. They're saying, you know what? We're not going to tell her, but we are going to hold this over her head for years. And he did. Hold it over my head until he left for college. because once my older brother left for college, then my middle brother went out to live with his mom and blah blah blah. So yeah, basically yeah, so they'd be like, and every time I would say something smart, because again, I say something smart, I'd be like, I don't care. They'd be like, you don't care, huh? I don't care. I'm gonna tell Mom you flipped the bird. I'd be like, no, man, don't tell her that. Every time. But yeah, those are my childhood stories, at least the ones that I remember. If you like so cringy, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely leave it in the comment box, the comments down below. Anything you'd like to see, or any commentary on the video at all, or maybe a childhood moment of yourself that you've had that maybe we can, maybe it's similar. You know, maybe you had older siblings that held stuff over your head. Maybe you made some stupid decisions to go some stupid places. You know what I mean? Maybe you cut your hair. Maybe you cut your hair in first grade bathroom during free time. Like, maybe you did. Who knows? But again, I do want to thank you for coming to chill with Sweets and talk to Sweets. And I hope everybody has a good day and stay blessed. Bye.